All right, so I have other videos on how to whiten the teeth, but I'm going to show you a quick, easy way to work with the hue saturation adjustment layer to really just whiten up our teeth very quickly and very easily. So here goes. What we want to do is we want to have our layer with the image selected. And what we're going to do is we want to just get rid of some of this yellow cast in teeth. And usually when we're whitening teeth, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. So if that's what you're doing, then this is a real easy way to go about doing that. What I want to do is I'm going to grab my magic lasso tool, okay? And when I look at my magic lasso tool, when I look at that black arrow at the top of the black arrow, that is actually the area where it will start to draw. So I click, hold down my mouse, and I don't need to get it really exact. Even if I get some of the lips, that is okay. Some of the gums. We're going to just really target the yellow. We're going to just target, and I can see actually as I look at her lip that there is some yellows in her lips, definitely, but it's really not going to bother that. All right, so here we go. We have it selected. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to come to our adjustment window. If you do not see your adjustment window, go to Window, Adjustments. Open up this little floating adjustment window. This little picture right here is hue saturation. We're going to click it. And what we're going to see is it creates a hue saturation layer. Now, we want to pull this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to just target the yellows. And we can see what happens. It's really just targeting the yellows. What I could do with the yellow that is in these teeth is I could lower the saturation. And we can see that when I lower the saturation, that it's starting, the yellow is starting to move away. I could lighten it. Okay, we lightening the image, and I'm going to zoom back out. Okay, and I'm going to turn this layer on and off. All right, and we can see, and actually I'm going to zoom in so we can see a little bit closer how that has really, lightened these. Now again, if you wanted to target them a little bit more, you could, and I have other videos on how to go about doing this. Now, we come on over here, and her teeth don't really have, the other ones had more of a yellow cast, but let's do the same. Let's see how this turns out. Again, I want to click on, have my layer selected. I want to come on over here. I want to grab my lasso tool. I can come on in. I can draw around these lips. Again, our goal as we work with touching up portraits is not to be too dramatic, right? Okay, so step one, select them. Step two, create a hue adjustment layer. Take this up. Let's try to target the yellows and see what happens here. So let's lower our saturation. Let's lighten these up. All right, let's see how this looks, if it changed much at all. Yep, it did. It's subtle, but that's really what we're after, are these subtle changes. Now, again, if you can't really tell the difference, you're not watching this in HD quality, experiment, work with it on your own. And again, it's really these subtle changes that we are after. All right, so there we have it. We have all layers on here. And what we've done is we've improved our photo quite a bit. Now let's say that I wanted to place a before and after, and let's do that. Let's put a before and an after right next to one another. How can we go about doing that? Well, first thing I'd want to do is I'm going to zoom it on in, okay, and I'm going to come to my canvas size. I come to image, I come to canvas size, and let's make this 19. We'll say okay. All right, so this is my before, my after image. Oops. All right, I want to move the whole thing. Hold on. Select all. Move the whole thing down. Okay, now what we want to do, we'll move this in a minute, is we want to place the other image. All right, so let's actually do that. Hold on. Select, deselect. Now I'm going to come in and file, place. File, place. I can find this image one more time and place it in. Let's see, and where did I put it? Hopefully I put it somewhere that I can find it. Isn't this just the way things go? Always looking, oh, there we go. Amazing, can't believe I found it first thing. Okay, so let me look at my layers here. Open up my layers, window, layers. All right, hold on. All right, so actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this layer off. I'm going to merge these layers that are underneath, okay? So all I would do is come on in, layer, merge visible. All right, so now this is, this one up here is the original, and this one right down here is the touched up. Okay, whatever's going to make it easier for you. All right, then all I want to do now is to take this image, put this image up here, and put the other image. Oh, I'm wondering, where's that image? It's because I have the layer turned off. Let's turn on my layers, turn this one on. All right, so what we can see is we have our before and our after. Our before and our after. Here's our after. Zoom it on in. Here's our before. Before, after. Thanks for listening.